money tree. Getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up under me. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree. Getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up under me. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree. I've been praying to the money tree. Feel like I ain't shook a leaf. I was praying to it, I was brief. Bismillah, her rock my heme, I don't love the streets. But this survival of the fittest, and I gotta eat. Leader of my section, feeling like I'm each. Farrakhan, cause I'm a black man that's out of reach. And I vow to keep the code of the streets I weep. I tell stories, but this the truth, what I live and speak. Wisdom came first, the money out of reach. And to the youth, man, I gotta teach gentrification by property. And let them know that you not property. And middle finger ain't no stopping deep. And middle finger ain't no stopping deep. Gentrification by the property. Money tree, getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up underneath. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree. Getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up underneath. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree. Bonafide, all my partners made. On my grind, 745. It's 2008, kick the door, lay him on the ground, bust open the safe. Was a young nigga acting dumb. Devil in my flesh, in my way, got the weight on my shoulders. It ain't no way I can let it take me up. Watch it grow, now I can't believe how the fruits of my labor grew into a money tree. And I know everywhere we go, they just scream my name. Now we on, watching how I do it. They keep on the screen, on the road, really when it rains, talking up the game. You can get your issue, ain't no bitches. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord for my soul to take. Still trying to hold it straight, still trying to make it to the holy gates. Before these evils take control of me, I'm praying for this money tree. Getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up under me. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree. Getting that money, you should run and see. Straight up from the bottom, came up under me. And I thank the money tree. Praying that money rain through the streets. And shower hundreds on a ton of G's. God bless the money tree.
That's Jet Reach, whoa.
The most recognized source of hip-hop and R&B on the planet. LMG Radio.
Ay, look, what do they want from a nigga? Sometimes I wonder, you know, I know a lot of niggas wonder the same thing, but this life shit crazy, you know. I live by my rules, nigga. I don't care about your definition of real success and all that, you know. Can never let a nigga manipulate me and misuse my kingdom, you feel me? 100. I'm the definition of real, nigga. Fine. Hey, look, stand for something cause I can't die for nothing. I'm stacking bands much as I can because I'm tired of hustling. Hey, fresh off the plane, I'm rolling up a wood. I'm knowing I can't trust a soul, but shit, I wish I could. Hey, a mastermind with a heart to go. Niggas a turn leprechaun for your pot of gold. Hey, just watch your back while they watch your back. Got eyes tatted on my neck to see who got my back. Hey, this life's amazing, but this life is crazy. I got my shades on in the dark because this life is shady. Hey, yeah, they my sons, I'm feeling like I'm baby. Might get the Jerry curl, cause I be trapping like the 80s. What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga?
Busy corners with my belly cause my nigga died. Can't be friendly with these busters, niggas gotta pick a side. Niggas jealous and hating for no apparent reason. Probably have to go walking with him if I just left him bread. raven. We was cursed from the semen, this world turned us demons. Gotta have a different strength when it's cracking and steaming. Gotta have a decent squabble, the devil gon' test you. Gotta have some bail money when crackers arrest you. Tell me what they want from a nigga. They want your money and status and everything you built. They wanna add you on the list to the ones they killed. When they try to play it down, niggas stand on them stilts.
What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want from me? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? Somewhere foreign in the resort at the top floor, looking down at all this shit like I done bossed up. I kept it real, I stayed down, and that didn't cost nothing. I fuck with all my day ones, and I ain't crossed one. I found the blueprint to the bread and put my dogs on. Stack this money and invest, that's what my dogs on. You see, I'm the type of nigga you could call on, but if you dare fuck up my trust once, then it's all gone. Yeah, see, it's the reason I don't fuck with people, cause people never fuck with me the way I fuck with people. Look, I'm only giving game for your soul when I speak. Open up your heart, write it down in blood. What do they want from me? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want from a nigga? What do they want from me? What do they want from a nigga?
Y'all already know how this works. Send your music, coffee, radio play at Gmail. I will get that shit. I got TJ Supa Hype with me in the building, man. I got some more people in here. I will tell you what's going on. Shout out to Joe Boy, he dropped your album yesterday. I need some of that music over here, man. You're not gonna have me going to look for this shit. Let's go.
Hey, you blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. Girl, you're looking good tonight. That's your every day, girl. I wish that I can love you right in a special way. Hey. I feel so lucky tonight to have you all alone.
Hey, listen, if you ain't got none of this in your arsenal, you ain't fucking with LMG on the 14th, buddy. You ain't fucking with her.
Tonight, you blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. Go on,
Go left, right. Go all night.
go all night.
Go left, right.
I'm the life for the party. Baby, get naughty. Baby, go retarded. Turn it up and get the stay, get started. Can't play me, no game, no Atari. If I'm being real, look, baby, I'm sorry. But anyway, you think like Jada Almond. If you leaving with me, get some food, I'm starving. If you staying here in my line, you can call me. But
You blow my mind, baby.
stay tuned, man. I'll pull you in. I'm gonna hit you right after this. TJ Supa Hype, we're gonna talk about the version. We're gonna talk about y'all getting trashed.
You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night.
Ow!
boss.
Yeah. Case music.
Just because Go Nice said it, I'm going to run it back for you. I'm going to run it back for you. Hey, man. Hey, good luck at Go Nice, man. It's the 2 times right now, man. I got to do it early because Go Nice asked for it. Normally every show. Whoever asks for the show to play back, whatever song to play back. So listen, we going up. One more time.
Hey, you blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. Girl, you looking good tonight. That's your every day, girl. Wish that I can love you right in a special way. Hey. I feel so lucky tonight to have you all alone. I really love the way you knock me out. So tonight I am yours and I'm yours. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. Go on, night. Go left, right. Go all night. Go all night. Go left, right.
I'm the life for the party, baby get naughty, baby go retarded. They turn it up and get the stage get started. Can't play me, no gang, no Atari. If I'm being real, look, baby, I'm sorry. But anyway, you think like Ted Almond. If you leaving with me, get some food, I'm starving. If you staying here in my line, you can call me. But you blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night with you, baby. You blow my mind, baby. We can go all night. Yeah, it's only native right here, man. I don't know if y'all know nothing about this right here. Brand new shit. Y'all know what it is. Drop this shit this year. I'm keeping up with the times, man. Hey, shout out JD Films. Y'all go check out the video. It's my dog right here, Jay Roller. What's happening?
And you don't want no smoke, no, we keep it on us. And through the more times, it was all on us. Living in the time where it made us all love. And through the motions and the pains, yeah, it really scarred us. Ain't no peace for the weak, show my teeth when I'm eating, yeah. Plus life hard and these niggas ain't playing fair. Love to keep you down just so they can say you under them. Talk about you bad to people by how you run to them. Disrespectful shit make you want to put a gun to them. It's like your pain and misery mean none to them. And since a youngin' been thuggin', that shit is nothing you did. I keep that heated cause niggas be acting counterfeit. Ayy, still all on a mission. Gotta get it, we living it, know we fearless. Ain't got no time for people to be changing feelings. And disrespect is murder, that's how I'm feeling. It's murder, that's how I'm feeling. It's murder, that's how I'm feeling. Real hard nigga had to run, you know we gotta get it. Yeah. Please don't push me to the limit.
Oh, you thought it was over? You
Lord willing,
pussy with it?
he know if I got her, then I'ma end it. And you don't want no smoke, no, we keep it on us. And through the more times, it was all on us. Living in the time where it made us all love. And through the motions and the pains, yeah, it really scarred us. Like my nigga
hustle said make yourself undeniable. He in the sky now, and I'm still trying to reach them heights and make myself undeniable. And turn my pain into something that can inspire you. Yeah, I really live it. No need to play no games, no need to tell no sillies. On the free my nigga Juicy Nemo like he was Willie since young.
One more song, we going live, share, tell your friends, your auntie, your cousin, your 3 baby mamas. Supa Hype on the radio.
Some blood, and some manager through the drugs.
Running interview this time.
Just give up, running through life, huh?
Yeah. And this time we got. We're gonna take what we got. We're gonna make what we can. Yeah.
Niggas just can't do what I can really do, yeah. So chunga where you from, whether you grip or blood, yeah. So tell me where you from, we do this all the time, yeah.
Yeah, I got killers on my squad, just waiting to flex. With that light your ass up, I had you chasing your breath. Bootleg bust first, never bout to blast. I keep a chop, tear a nigga whole house in half. Soup boo, bandana out the right side. Black 4-5 and have you leaking out his right side. Bitch nigga, I ain't never been that type guy. Catch your ass slip and give it to you at the stop sign. Never tell y'all rat hating cause we get cheese. Pull up on your block with the chop full of mouse cheese. Roll up, roll down, lean out, spit rounds, get hit, get clapped, shoot him where he big cap. Soup boo, blood gang, bootleg, smoke lanes, aim high, never low. I make sure I flat brain. Aim high, never low. I make sure I flat brain. Aim high, never low. I make sure I flat brain.
Niggas just can't do what I can really do, yeah. So chunga where you from, whether you grip or blood, yeah. So tell me where you from, we do this all the time, yeah.
See, I don't love them, I don't trust them, I don't need them. I just want night the bitch for the features. Network bitch, I'm a vet, so seasoned. Game on point, so the money come easy. Respect in the game, keep the eating, don't feed me. If it ain't about a bad little bitch, don't tease me. If the nigga get mad, then I'm aiming where the dream be. Yeah, I'm getting money, look, bitch, check the time piece. No new friend, fuck boy, you don't know me. Plugged in here where the street niggas know me. Couple niggas hate me and a couple niggas love me. Couple killers with me, trying to go, yeah, they with me. Pull out a little lady for the homie, nigga, pray for me. See the gay niggas start acting like a groupie. Bully say the bitch out of line, hella choosy. And them niggas that she with ain't game, they some goofy.
Niggas just can't do what I can really do, yeah. So chunga where you from, whether you grip or blood, yeah. So tell me where you from, we do this all the time, yeah.
100% real hip hop and R&B. LMG Radio. Blazing hot 24-hour hip hop and R&B.
Let me set the tone one time.
Okay.
Let me set the tone one time.
Okay.
What's that tone right there? How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there, man? Listen, it's LMG Radio. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah.
It's your boy Network.
Yeah.
I'm in here with a special guest. I know y'all see him on camera.
What's good?
TJ Supa House is in the month.
Yo. What's good?
See, y'all, I know him as Superman.
Yeah.
Y'all know him as TJ.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you
Yo,
doing?
I'm glad to be in the building, man. I got to give a big salute to you, man. I check in with you like every couple of months and stuff like that because you always got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So I check in with you every couple of months. And you always got some forward progress. You're in a beautiful spot, man. Big salute to you, LMG, the whole team. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. There's some air coming from. That's some air in here. Don't
You
worry.
got some air in there? Okay.
They're well in my head.
Okay.
But don't worry. about it.
Okay.
Man, I appreciate the
Word.
the love you gave me.
Yeah.
But you've been around for a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We're celebrating our 12th year anniversary this month.
12.
12 years. Digital radio, the station is doing excellent. People ask me, I tell them I feel like I've been on like a 3-year win streak. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it feels like.
And I don't know, but I hear a lot of people talk about they've been here for a while.
Right.
They've been doing this for a while.
Right.
But you just said 12 years.
12 years. I'm gonna come out and say it. And big salute to everybody, because I see a lot of people doing media right now. I'm gonna touch down on that a little bit more as we go along. You know what I mean? But in terms of what we do, what we've been doing, Radio Supa for digital radio. You know what I'm saying? Digital radio, not FM radio, but digital radio.
Okay.
As far as my understanding, unless I'm missing something, we have been the longest consecutively running digital radio station and digital radio show in the history of whatever goes on in this state right here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down.
That. I know y'all heard that. So
Definitely.
I'm gonna give this applause right now.
Definitely.
Look, he just said it, and I'm not sure,
Right.
but I think you and Blaze are probably the longest
Right.
people I've known in the media.
Big-
When I first came here doing the local.
Right. And big salute out to Blaze. Blaze's show is probably about 2 weeks short of the Fortress, because Blaze started on Radio Supa. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But-
no, y'all did. Somebody just was here last night.
Yeah.
And they was talking about, what was the name of that show?
It was the Central show. Central
Yeah,
Lab?
yeah, Central Lab.
Right. Yeah. But big salute out to John Blaze. Yeah, he started on Radio Supa, so it was like a week and a half after the Fortress. So outside of the Fortress show, his show would be the second longest running digital radio show, under the assumption he hasn't stopped or anything between now and then. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, yeah, he should probably be celebrating a 12-year anniversary too. Yeah, big salute out to him.
What are you gonna do for this 12 years?
12 years, man. We do an event every year. You know what I'm saying? We do an event every year that I call the Super Lyrical Project. It's something that you know, it's our gift to the lyricists out there. What we do is on the radio, live on the air, we invite probably about 15 to 20 MCs on the air, and we close out that show with like a 15 to 20 MC cipher. You know what I'm saying? And that's broadcast on, you know, all of our stations. You know what I'm saying? All of our syndicated stations, and the syndication's through the roof right now. You know what I'm saying? So
That's great.
that's kind of where it's at.
So for the people that don't know,
Yeah,
who TJ Supa Hype is,
yeah.
who is that? Who is
That's
that?
a- that's a-
who would you tell people that is?
That's a
They
good
ask you.
question. That's a really good question, and it covers a lot of different things. TJ Supa Hype is first off, I would say, you know, a music industry veteran. I've been in the music industry, and not just, you know, hanging around doing some stuff, but in the major music industry for over 20 years. I'm gonna say it like that, and I'm gonna stop at that number. But it's been over 20 years, and it's longer than over 20 years. But I'm gonna just say over 20 years. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. Definitely. We've been, you know, I have a record label. I've done some stuff in independent film. I've done some management. We put out a couple of different soundtracks, a couple music projects. I'm the owner and creator of Radio Supa. Just like I said, we were just talking about that. 12 years on the air. My show has been running for 12 years also, since the inception of the station. And I also do a music video show, the Rock the Mic Show, which you guys have probably seen popping up, which is kind of a throwback to our, you know, our MTV raps, you know what I'm saying, our 106 in Parks, you know, where we just play music videos and focus on music videos, you know what I mean? You know, in addition, there's probably a bunch of other things that float around, but those are probably the main things in terms of music and entertainment that we cover. Yeah.
Now, all of this you covered. That's a lot for one person.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
12 years.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you do all of that for 12 years?
You
Like,
know,
how did you concentrate? Like, stay focused, like, stay in.
Yeah. This is like, you know, for me, doing music isn't just something that I looked at and say, yo, I think this is cool. I'm gonna do this right now for some reason other than music. You know what I mean? This was like, doing music for me is this is like part of my life mission. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I feel like I'm on earth to do, and that's work in this industry. Luckily, I found the passion that God put inside me when I was young, and I followed that. You know what I mean? I followed that passion, and it's led me to some really interesting places. I worked in major music industry in New York for about for about 8 or 9 years. A lot of recording studios, Jive Records, record label. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different places where I worked at the height of number one recording studios for a long time. So the viewpoint that I have in terms of like when I'm gonna approach a music project might be a little bit different, just because I've been in some different parts of the industry to look at things from different angles. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where my head is at. That's TJ.
You got kids in the family?
Yeah. Definitely. I got an 18-year-old right now. He doesn't really do any music or anything like that, but he does help out with a lot of the projects that I work on. Big salute out to Professor X. You guys will see me shout him out every once in a while, but he does help out behind the scenes with some of the stuff.
How hard was it to intertwine that family with that twin?
This is something you're gonna understand, because I know you got a family, and I know you've been doing this for a while. There's those nights where kids that grow up in the industry, they might be 3, 4, 5 years old and be in the studio with you.
Right.
They might be coming to events with you, with an LMG shirt on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's been like. So he's kind of grown up inside of this. There's probably a movie that he's popped up in or something like that. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, yeah, that's kind of what it's been, man. That's where it's been. Your kids, they just get intertwined in what you do, and hopefully what you're doing isn't something that's going to throw them off.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they just get intertwined in what you do, when you're really passionate about it and you got a mission you feel like you got to complete. You take your kids with you, you know what I mean? And hopefully things turn out and it benefits them. They get to learn a lot of life lessons.
We're going to get into Arizona hip-hop.
Word.
You've been here 12 years.
12 years, yeah, long time.
We be having conversations. I see them a lot all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the media.
Right.
I see a lot more now.
Yeah.
I just pay attention.
Yeah.
You have this thing with the young and the old.
Right.
Those that paved the way, some that was there when they was paving the way,
Yeah.
the ones that came after when the concrete dried.
Right.
And now the ones you got walking on it down there. Should these people feel entitled for the work they put in?
Okay.
The older cats.
The older cats. Okay. There's something that's really interesting about hip hop, which I've heard people say. I've heard people in hip hop say that, they don't respect their elders in hip hop. I've heard that before. So on one hand, I do feel like there should be a respect for, like when we look up as Black men, when we look at Martin Luther King or we look at a Malcolm X, we respect those individuals. You know what I mean? Because, whereas they might have been drinking at a different water fountains, that stuff we didn't have to deal with because of what they walked through. You know what I'm saying? So we always salute those individuals. In terms of hip hop, I do feel like there should be respect paid for individuals who may have opened a lane for you, created a way for you to get income, created a way for you to be able to express yourself, or made it easier for you to walk through public, maybe with your hair braided without somebody looking at you funny.
Now the people that started it, should they feel entitled?
Well,
for that respect.
Right. So I say that, but I'll also say on the same point that what I said for myself was, when I moved here from New York, there was a lot of amazing things that happened in the earlier parts of my career that a lot of people don't even know about. But there was really just a lot of amazing things that happened. And when I moved from New York and I got here and I kind of had to restart in a sense, just because I wasn't in the major music industry the same way that I was in New York. You know what I'm saying? Where I might just go to work one day and see Puffy or see Mace or see Mariah or see Missy. I might just go to work one day and see that, where that was a regular day at work. You know what I'm saying? So when I came here, I said to myself, okay, I don't want to be dope for something that I did 30 years ago. I want to be dope for what I'm doing right now. I didn't want to just be hot. Oh, that was TJ because 30 years ago he did this. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be hot for what I did 30 years ago, but I also wanted to be nice for what I'm doing now. So in the same sense that I feel like we should respect our elders and respect the people that came before it, I feel like we also have to continue to put in work. You know what I'm saying?
To get that justice.
Yeah, to get the justification. Like, you know, it's only going to go so far. You know, I know that, you know, there was a guy who landed on the moon 60, 70 years ago and stuff like that. And that's nice. That's salute. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's not anything relevant happening today, then, you know, his name shouldn't be popping up in the news every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I think it's a twofold thing. On one sense, we should respect our elders, but in the other sense, this is music and this is entertainment. So if you're not working on the forefront, then, you know, you can't get mad if nobody's saying your name.
Have you ever felt that way at any time about Arizona, all the work you put in? Because you're not only a radio host, you listen to. Right.
I think for me, I think it's a twofold thing. It's twofold in the sense that I do think that there's people out here who don't quite understand who I am. Like they might hit me on Facebook and ask for something where they could receive something so much greater than that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen to my SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, my show is playing on 80 something stations. And if your song spun one time, that's 80 something spins.
Right.
Where it's like, listen to my SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? So in some senses, I do feel like I run into that. But then in other senses, you know, my audience has grown to the point where it's kind of more a focus of a world. You know what I'm saying? So I might see more action that comes from the rest of the world, oddly enough, than I see that comes from AZ. You know what I'm saying? Other than the individuals that really have been in the industry that know, you know what I'm saying? Or we did a lot of direct contact. You know, we gave a lot of people their first interviews. You know, we played a lot of people's music video the first time on the radio. Big salute. Big salute to LMG, man. Just like I said, I always keep my eye on y'all. I always, you know, anytime hits call me up, like, yo, TJ, what's good? We got this. It's an open door. You know what I'm saying? You know what's up. You know what's up.
Here for the interview now, look.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a few tracks.
Let's do that.
Then we're gonna get back and talk about some Arizona stuff.
Right.
But you hear, and I know you see media.
Yeah.
And black media has started actually saying it now.
Yeah.
Not just saying I'm black and
I'm media. Right.
No, it's a group of us.
I want to talk about that when we come back.
We're gonna come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a couple of these.
Let's do that.
Tracks, man. Let's see what we got in here. I got a new feature with Jay Reese.
Okay.
Whoa Nights.
Okay. I'm excited about it.
I've never heard in years.
Okay.
So I'm kind of big on hearing this record as well.
Right. This what I want to do. This what I want to do. Hits something that we play tonight. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's something you feel is hot, but whatever's playing tonight. If somebody's out there and they're hitting that and they're like, yo, you know, we want to hear that song, blah, 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 and it's a banger, I want you to send it to me, and I'm going to put it in rotation on Radio Supa.
If y'all ain't heard that, I know you Facebook people are going to tune it in and tune it out. Some of y'all on your lunch break. Right. In trouble trying to watch my show. I told y'all stop doing that. Stop doing that. You can watch the replay. Right. Those of y'all on LMG Radio that's listening out there, send your music right now. I'm going to play whatever's in my email.
Yeah.
If you send it, I'm playing it. Yeah. If he says it's hot, gonna play it on Radio Supa. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned, man. Shout out to TJ Supa in the building, man. Yeah. We're gonna come back in a few minutes.
The most recognized source of hip hop and R&B on the planet. LMG Radio.
Ay, niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they wouldn't speak if I was doing them. Niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they won't speak if I was doing them. Niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why come when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they won't speak if I was doing them. Kicking shit is smoking with some bitches and my crew in here. Keep that shit cool, you don't want it with my crew in here. Really faded, please don't fuck up my mood in here. I just bought these pesos, please don't step on my shoe in here. My nigga 19, I got him in with his toolie, yeah. We don't want no problems, we not trying to kill you in here. See this little bitch, I could've sworn that I seen two of them. Shawty got a twin, I know that I seen two of them. Niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they wouldn't speak if I was doing them. Niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they wouldn't speak if I was doing them.
Hesitation, contemplating, get your spot taken. Evacuation with your hating, now your spot vacant. 12 come at the 11, got a spot vacant. They wear they hate just like a glove, I call them Gary Payton. Wanted me to fall off and they patiently wait. Squid games, it's always one of your partners hating. Can't relate to the snakes, I've been flying with rays. I got rape dreams, ain't no hating me. Stay solid, double lap and get the victory. And never let a snake get ahead of thee. I guess Indian hate grew the money tree. I guess Indian hate grew the money
niggas
tree.
hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they wouldn't speak if I was doing them. Niggas hating on me, but they watching how I do it, yeah. Wonder why, cause when they see me, I be with like two of them. Wonder why these bitches speak on me if I'm not doing them. Maybe that's the reason they wouldn't speak if I was doing them.
This is LMG Radio. Coast to coast and worldwide.
I'm just a podcaster.
Look, chopping in my head, bars to leave a nigga dead, chopping in my head, bars to leave a nigga dead, don't step my way with it, yeah, on these verses I don't play with it, yeah, they won't never call my name, will they, niggas never call my name, will they, no, let me say this shit on wax, all you niggas whack, and I ain't cutting slack, shit is just a fact. I be taking naps on y'all little tracks. I don't sink your grass, I come with the strap. I been itchy, nigga, diss me, that's a fact. Don't be iffy, I won't simply disrespect. All you niggas, my little niggas, that's my last. If you send them, I'ma send them, no regrets. Look, I'ma stay real with it. Niggas think they ill with it. I want all the smoke, light it up. Niggas will get it. Nigga touch me with the pen, with the pad. Nigga win with that trash. Little bitch, don't make me glad. Hold up. Chop it in my head. Hard to leave a nigga dead, yeah. Chop it in my head. Hard to leave a nigga dead. Don't step my way with it. On these verses, I don't play with it. No, they won't never call my name with it. Would it? Niggas never call my name with it.
He got my chopper in his head, I got that chopper in my hand. Y'all get killed over this rap shit and get laid down with your fans. I'm built cause of this rap shit, my name all in them stands. I'm sick of all of these black niggas. All these Arizona niggas ass. First of the first, y'all whacking, that's a fact. Say my name on the verse and I'ma turn you to a pack. On this rap shit, great first bang like a racket. For a verse, I should charge like a racket, that's a fact. Boy, raise price on they cap. I don't praise not a nigga in the city cause they cap. Put a price on they cap. And your life cause a rap. Corey Ryder around the city with a ciggy in the lap for your cap. Hold up.
Chop it in my head. Hard to leave a nigga dead, yeah. Chop it in my head. Hard to leave a nigga dead. Don't step my way with it. On these verses, I don't play with it. Nah, they won't never call my name with it. Would it? Niggas never call my name with it. No.
100% real hip hop and R&B. LMG Radio. Blazing hot 24-hour hip hop and R&B.
That was fire, dog. That was fire. She gonna blow up. She will definitely blow up. That ain't no amateur type shit.
Today is a good day, I'm bopping like Diddy. Yo nigga, my son, he gon' suck on his titty. Ain't for the week, I put that on my city. Talking to Caddy, give her nigga kitty. He all in his patty, wrap up and get busy. Just like his daddy, I don't fuck with children. Just like a caddy, El Dorado living. They talk about me, I don't make that my business. No, I do not put some money in pictures. No, I do not see no real competition. Not in these hoes, not in these bitches. Not in these locals, the dusty ass niggas. I double a check, put that back in my business. Shorty on chase to chase with no investment. Rock out in that cause she know that we different. Don't pay attention, don't speak on that bitch. And them niggas that homie told me go and get it. Same niggas jealous, I went out and did it. I don't need help cause you niggas is bitches. You wanna help, go put hands in them dishes. Call up a guy, they say you so vicious. Come get your hoe, she been camped in my mentions. Tryna make bangers, this bitch in her feelings. My mama said fuck it, them habits just jealous. Today is a good day, I'm bopping like Diddy. Yo nigga, my son, he gon' suck on his titty. Ain't for the week, I put that on my city. Talking to Caddy, give her nigga kitty. He all in his patty, wrap up and get busy. Just like his daddy, I don't fuck with children. Just like a caddy, El Dorado living. They talk about me, I don't make that my business.
Just build my stack up, I'm stacking, I'm jigging. All on my own, can't keep track of your feelings. I'm on attack when I step in the building. Niggas want smoke the Beretta dinner. I've been out doing these niggas my children. I ain't surprised by the way that they chillin'. Ate all they beats, I don't let niggas hear 'em. I stepping on go, now they choking, they fear. And I'm posting out back, you fuck niggas building. Know what I lack, you can say I'm a fearing. Hey, how you rap up, show my intentions. Be holding back on these tracks for a minute. Niggas get back when they not in your mentions. Boy, we can slap it out, nigga, I'm with it. I've been on pest control, nigga, I'm chillin'. Jealousy, you, I can't lie just to kick it. Nigga, I'm chosen now, I get the acting sedated. Babe, let me go up on the titty. I'm pouring up lit. Yak on the tech is the Henny. Stack it up, plenty. I like blue hundreds and 50s. You mad at our nigga, that's jealousy, envy. Work it out.
Today is a good day, I'm bopping like Diddy. Yo nigga, my son, he gon' suck on his titty. Ain't for the week, I put that on my city. Talking to Caddy, give her nigga kitty. He all in his patty, wrap up and get busy. Just like his daddy, I don't fuck with children. Just like a caddy, El Dorado living. They talk about me, I don't make that my business.
100% real hip hop and R&B. LMG Radio. Blazing hot 24-hour hip hop and R&B.
Hey, he ain't first, you say Samara. She top 5? Y'all say Samara in top 5 in Arizona. I'm gonna ask the man who been here for 12 years. Been analyzing music for 12 years before we get into the media conversation.
Yeah.
Samara saying, you just heard her.
Word.
What do you think?
I think she got something. You know what I mean? I want to hear more from Samara Sin. So if y'all are in touch with her, you know what I'm saying, tell her to send TJ Super something. I want to listen to some more.
Y'all heard it live on LMG Radio.
Word.
He said send some more music. Samara is up for some awards at ACMT.
Okay.
Best female hip hop artist this year.
Okay.
I think she gonna pull it out.
You think she gonna pull it off? Okay.
I think she gonna pull it out because she sing too.
There's a lot of females out here working, so you know what I'm saying?
We a little later before you leave, we're gonna play another song called Time.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
That's gonna change your life.
It's gonna change it. That's gonna do it.
Get her on the line.
Okay.
Now we got TJ Supa Hype in the building.
Yeah.
Long-time hip hop fan.
Yeah.
Artist.
Right.
Pioneer of this podcast.
Right.
Online radio shit. What else is left? What the fuck else?
There's a lot of things still in the mix, man. We just I think I sent the issue over there, you know what I'm saying? We just hit the cover of OTH magazine, you know what I mean? You got one of the first distributed copies. I haven't even distributed the copies yet because we got an event going on December 11th at the Grassroots Bookstore.
Show y'all some exclusive
yeah, y'all know what's up. 1145 East Washington, you know what I mean? Grassroots Bookstore. You guys make sure you guys come out there. We'll be out there next weekend, next Saturday, 12 to 3. We're going to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get out there. We're passing out magazines, we're signing, we're taking photos. I got a lot of my people coming through. If you open, I want to see you come through. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see you come through. We also are going to be shooting the Rock the Mic show live during the magazine signing at Grassroots Bookstore. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna have a video for you.
Yeah.
Make sure we get some video.
Yeah. Send me something. You know what I'm saying? Send me a couple of joints. You know what I mean? But yeah. So December 11th, 12 to 3 p.m. Grassroots Bookstore. I'm gonna be in the building, man. We got another event coming up before the end of the year. We talked about it a little bit earlier. The Super Lyrical Project. It's my once a year event where I invite 15 to 20 MCs onto the Fortress, onto the live, the Radio Super Show, and they spit live on air. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. And they go crazy. They go. It's a 15 to 20 MC cipher. We did it because we wanted to do something that I knew wasn't happening anywhere else. So we did that, and this is the 10th one. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get Merkham's on that?
We want to get Merk. I can hit up Bryce Breeze. Hit up Merk and let him know about the event. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bryce is super good. You know what I'm saying? So
I think
yeah.
You should have Merkham's.
You think I should have Merkham's on there?
Torre. Them two definitely.
Okay. Merkham's and Torre. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna reach out to them. I'm gonna tag them on this live right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tag them on the live. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And Torre, I think y'all should be in something like that. Them dudes got bars.
Yeah. Definitely.
Is media invited?
Media. Oh, everybody's. This event is wide open. Everybody's invited to this event. You know what I'm saying? This is my. If I haven't seen you in a little while, you know, if I ain't seen you in a couple of years, I want y'all to come through to this event. I want my people to come through. You already got a copy of the magazine, but they can get a signed copy of the magazine. They come through. We might have some merch at the event. If they want to pick up some merch, there's no cover on the event. All they got to do is show up. And just like I said, we're also going to be shooting the Rock the Mic show during the event. So they might even pop up on TV, which the Rock the Mic show is playing on about 6 or 7 digital channels right now. Roku, Amazon Fire, you know what I'm saying? It's playing on a couple of different places right now. Okay. So that's kind of where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Before we get into the last year, gratitude. What's some of the biggest artists you've had on the show?
This is a difficult question. This is a difficult question, and not a difficult question because we don't have big artists. It's starting to get so many that it's getting difficult to remember them.
Just give them some.
Off top, some of the biggest artists we've had in the last couple of years. Flavor Flav from Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? MC Light's been in the building. Big salute out to MC Light. Oaktown 357. We've had DJ Red Alert, which was a personal big for me. Special Ed's been in the building. K Solo's been in the building. Golly, Goody Mob, 2 members of Goody Mob have been in the building. A couple weeks ago, we had Bone Thugs and Harmony in the building. We had Sloan from Bone Thugs and Harmony in the building. He was just in the Verses a little while ago. Golly, Curtis Blow was in the building a couple of months ago. It's been nuts. The lineup has been ballistic. You know what I mean? Like Diggable Planets was in the building. It's been
and all my little high school shit.
It's been crazy. Melly Mel, you know what I'm saying? It's been real wild. You know what I'm saying? Who can we expect? Golly. There's a lot of conversations I'm in the middle of which haven't finished locking down. So I don't want to say anybody's name.
Who would you want to see?
Who would I want to see? Ooh. That's a good question. I can tell you, I feel like I hit the ceiling. When you see me pull one or both of these artists on the air, I'm gonna feel like I hit the ceiling. When I pull Run from Run DMC in the building, I'm gonna feel like I hit the ceiling. And when I pull Nas in the building, I'm gonna feel like I hit the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel like I hit the ceiling. And we moving in a real good direction. DJ Yella from NWA was on a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Kango Kid, UTFO. We moving in a good direction. You know what I'm saying?
We had Maryville Chops on two-tone superstar of Atrix.
Okay.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And he said Nas was trash.
Oh, stop. Yo, salute to Two Tone, man. He's been doing what he's. I'm rubbing my face while I'm saying it, but salute to Two Tone, though, bro. He's been working for a while.
On there and said Nas was trash.
No, I you know, I'm having trouble even figuring out a way to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, you know, when you're talking about Nas or Jay, you're literally talking about, you know, you're literally talking about are in the conversation for the greatest MCs in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying other people aren't in those conversations. There's a lot of people that could end up in those conversations, but they're definitely in those conversations for who could you know, who could be you know, who could be the greatest MCs in hip hop, you know, overall. LL could be in that conversation. KRS could be in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that could be in that conversation, but those two definitely are in that conversation. Yeah. So yeah.
Please don't ever say that again. You see how the man almost caught out migraine headache. Right. Now, speaking of the verses.
Yes.
You've been seeing the verses.
I've been seeing the verses.
What you thinking of?
Yeah, my favorite one, I end up missing a lot of the verses. I'll have to go back and watch them. My favorite one so far was probably the Locks and Dipset. Yeah. Big salute out to Dipset. Dipset has been putting in work for a long time. But the Locks though is an issue.
They went in there for a problem.
The Locks is an issue. You just got Jada Kiss alone by himself is an issue. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, and I think, you know, I think if you watch the verses, everything I'm saying makes sense. But it made sense before the verses aired.
Performing, whether it was main vocals or no main vocals, Jada Kiss is just a problem by himself.
Yeah, he's a problem all by himself. And then when you pull the Locks in there, it just makes it worse. Right. It makes it worse. You know what I mean? So
I got a question.
What's up?
And I want to see what you think.
Yeah.
I want to see M and Jada finally get it out. You know, the Jordan versus LeBron.
Yeah.
I want that out the system.
Yeah. That's okay. Wow. That's a tough one. And that's a tough one because I really think people are going to look at it depending on, you know, what part of hip hop they love. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that are going to look at this thing like, okay, well, no, he's just not fucking with M. And then there's some people that are going to look at it from a different angle. And that's not to say that Jada's not lyrically not dumb nice, because he is. That's just to say that M does what M does. You know what I'm saying? You know, but then there's some people that look at hip hop differently. You know, I've heard people say, "Oh, you know, you never gonna hear Eminem bumping in my hood." You know, and maybe you won't hear Eminem bumping in that hood. You know what I'm saying? But you know, then there's also that. Okay, you put Eminem in the ring with almost anybody who raps, unless you're talking about the super elite.
Right.
He's gonna run through them. You know what I'm saying? Run through them. So that would be an interesting one. That's so interesting. I don't even think I ever want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to be disappointed.
I don't want to see it. Like I want them to be here and them to be here and never have. You know, it was like this. It was like, I remember when the Jay and Nas beef came. It was like, it sucked because I love Jay and I like Nas, but when that happened, you had to choose. Yeah. And I didn't want to choose. I chose, but I chose.
I went with Ethan.
You chose. You chose. It sounded like you chose.
I heard Ethan that morning. I said, God damn.
Yeah. I was.
Jazzo, why you ain't right? Just give me a verse. I ain't right for verse.
You know, it was so crazy because, you know, that's what they call that the ether moment. That's what I was on the phone with the producer at Ether, and his name is coming to me. We did an interview with the producer at
Ether. Got that interview too?
Yes, I had that interview. We did the interview with the producer, and I remember telling him, like, I was on Jamaica Ave in Queens. I lived in Queens, so I mean, I'm on Jamaica Ave, and I remember, you know, it's like this big outside shopping area. You know what I'm saying? And I'm there. And I remember one of the DJs was just playing some music loud, and then he played Ether. And that was the first time I heard it. And I'm like, I almost remember stopping in the middle of the street on Jamaica Ave, just like, what is happening right now? Like, what is this joint that's playing right now? What is playing right now? And it was nuts. And I think I stood there and just listened to the whole song. I was probably in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I played it all the way to school, got in trouble with my headphones.
There you go. There you go.
One of my favorites.
Big salute. But big salute out to both of them, man. Both of them definitely, deserve the highest praise, man. The highest praise.
Now we into the media.
Yeah. Right.
Now I tell everybody, with media comes two things.
Right.
Good and bad.
Right.
You can't have either or.
Right.
Without the other.
Right.
They're gonna come.
Right.
What's your thoughts on black media?
My thoughts on black media. I'm gonna say some things because I'm in a position to say them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say some things because I'm in a position to say them. I'm gonna say some things, and I try to really be careful in terms of how I express things, because we got a lot of people out there that love us, a lot of people out there that that don't look at this thing from the angle of, when we say black media, we look at it from that angle, and we look at it from other angles. Some people don't look at it from the black media angle. They just look at it as we love hip hop, which is fine because it's worldwide and it touches everybody, race, creed, color. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. I'm glad that we were able to create that we were able to create this thing that influenced the world so much. I think it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? What I say to black media is, I say, I first off, I tip my hat to you, to black media, and I salute black media. You know what I mean? I tip my hat to black media, even here in AZ. You know what I'm saying? And of course abroad. And I salute black media here in AZ and abroad. And I say specifically here because I've had a feeling that black media has not necessarily been covering or been in control of the viewpoint of black music. And I feel like we need to be a significant voice in dictating what happens with black music.
Oh, my God.
I feel like we need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've needed to do that a lot over the course of this time. I don't like the idea that we create this beautiful thing and someone else from some different culture or race or ethnic background or different ideal system has a greater control over this thing that we created than us. And I'm not saying that this is a worldwide thing now, so we should hear voices from everywhere, but we should never not hear our voice. That's what I say in terms of black media. So going back to black media, because that's the question was asked. Yes. Going back to black media, I salute black media because black media needs to have a significant control over the course of the stories that are told in terms of our community, especially with this music. And I say it because I say it from the standpoint of, I say it because sometimes when we are in certain situations or we work in certain areas, we're not able to fully let our voice be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other things that might have an effect on us being able to broadcast or us being able to control or us. There may be other things that affect that. So I speak for the people who can't necessarily say it out loud, because nobody short of God controls what happens at Radio Supa. There's nobody over me at Radio Supa that's going to say, TJ, you know what? I heard what you said on the radio the other day. So blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking for all black media. So for whatever you can't say, I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Black media needs to be in control of the culture and the things that you create. And just like I said, I want voices from everywhere because we need that. But I want to salute black media for doing what black media does. You know what I'm saying? So please keep going, black media. I'm not saying you got to run off the edge with it. Sometimes we run off the edge with it. Sometimes a couple of us run off the edge with it. I'm not saying run off the edge with it. You know what I mean? But what I am saying is, yo, we need to be a significant voice in our careers and our futures and our culture and in our lives. So don't allow the control of our cultures, our creation, and our lives fall in the hands of individuals that are not necessarily part of the race or part of the culture or part of anything, or even have an understanding of it, or don't care about this thing like we care about it. You know what I'm saying? This means something to us.
Man, listen, I gotta give you the most.
You know what I'm saying.
Biggest applause.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Big salute. So please keep doing what you guys are doing. Everybody, I love all of y'all. But for the question he asked in terms of black media, please keep doing what you're doing.
I had to give you that, man.
They can't fire me. You know what I'm saying? So they can't fire me. Right. Me and LMG, they can't fire us. We can say that. You know what I'm saying? So they can't fire us. They can't fire. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So
now you being in the media.
Right.
I know you got the international stuff going on.
Yeah.
Do you still try to keep your ear to the streets, Arizona's underground?
You know what, man? It's, there's, they say there's levels to everything. You know what I mean? There's levels to everything. So in some senses, I feel like I'm slightly disconnected from it. Slightly disconnected in terms of, I'll say it like this. Let's talk about the scope of what's happening with Radio Supa. If we just talk about the radio, just the radio that's been airing for 12 years, right now we do celebrities almost every week. We mentioned some of them, just like I said, Special Ed, whatever, Cassidy, it's been a lot of different people that we've done, and we've been in this mode for about at least the last 3 years, where it's literally Positive K, MOP, almost every week we have celebrities on the air. My show right now is currently syndicated to 83 radio stations. So what that means is somebody gives me a song. I get a song from Hits. You know what I'm saying? Hits gives me a song. I put that song on the show where we got a celebrity. We got DJ Yellow on the air. People are plugging in because DJ Yellow's on the show. I take his song, I put his song on the show with DJ Yellow. They're going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? After we record that show live, that show gets sent to our other 82 radio stations that are broadcasting across the world. They broadcast us in places like New York, Texas, Philly, Cali. Some of them broadcast in Singapore. Some of them broadcast in Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? So the show is broadcasting everywhere. So that song that Hits gave me is now playing on these different radio stations, which have their own audiences all across the world. For an example, they could be smaller radio stations with like a listenership of like several 10, 15,000. They could be larger iHeart radio stations with a syndication of 2 to 4 million. You know what I mean? But it's 83 of a combination of those radio stations that are playing the song. So if I take his song and just play it and they just happen to have one listener that week on all those stations, which is impossible, one listener, then his song literally just got 83 spins. If they have 10 listeners, you can start to do the multiplication on this and everything like that. And of course, if they have hundreds of listeners, then, it's game over. You know what I mean? And that's just if I play the song one time. That's not to say that I play his song the next week and then I play his song the next week, where we might have Bone Thugs on next week. You know what I'm saying? Or we might have Kago Kid from UTFO on next week. That's not even to say all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just to say that.
Have you had some of the DJs or artists ask about some of the music you play?
Well, I think this is what I do. This is what I'll do. If let's say you have a song playing and you're like, TJ, I want to kind of track this. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'll do. I'll say, Hits, okay, your song is playing on this show with this artist. So once you see that flyer up, your song is on that show. So what happens is with the other stations that we have, they all do their own form of promotion. Some of them do heavy promotion. Some of them do radio promotion. Like we understand FM stations, they don't really do digital, like social media promotion. They're FM stations, they just don't. But we have a lot of stations that do that. So what happens is, you know, your song is playing with, you know, DJ Yellow, whatever, for example. Your song is on DJ Yellow's show. So what happens is after I do the live show, that gets sent to my other 82 radio stations. When they start to do promo, they'll post the flyer for the show and say, yo, DJ Yellow is playing at this time starting the day after I aired live. And I can tag you and say, look, your song is playing at this time on this radio station. And then Thursday, the other radio stations will post. And Friday, the other radio stations will post. And Saturday, the other radio stations will post. So the show is playing every single day on various radio stations throughout different times. So I like to say that the show plays so much that I go live on Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 Mountain Standard Time. The show plays so much that last week's show that I had at that exact same time frame is playing on another station at the exact same time. So I'm on the air 2 times on 2 different radio stations for 2 different shows at the same time every single week.
Salute to this dude. He working hard.
Just like that. Just like that. So if you can imagine, if I do an interview, if I get a radio interview and put LMG on the radio, then LMG's flyer is going to be distributed to 82 other radio stations. And then these radio stations are going to go promoting and reposting the flyer every single day for a week and a half after the initial interview with LMG's photo on it. That's the system. That's the system. So that's what's happening right now. So to go back all the way to the beginning to the question he asked me in terms of underground for Arizona, I'm a little disconnected because of everything that's happening because we're working on a worldwide scale. That's not to say that I don't like to look out for AZ. It's just to say the show plays in so many different places that, you know, I say it and I don't even like to say it.
Your time consumed.
The time is consumed, and even if not one person in the entire state listen to the show, it's playing on 83 radio stations. So the show is in essence a worldwide show now rather than just a show here. You know what I'm saying? The guests that are coming in, most of the guests that are coming in are guests that are coming from worldwide situations. You know what I'm saying? So the focus is more of taking your music and playing it in New York, Texas, Portugal, Switzerland, rather than taking your music and playing it for Broadway to baseline.
Yeah, it's all true.
There we go. That's kind of what it is.
Will you start in 2022 getting more artists involved in getting new music over there?
I have another show, the Rock the Mic Show. You've been on the Rock the Mic Show on. I try to dedicate the Rock the Mic Show to what's going on down here. But I still run into issues. Because, you know, there was this song I heard, it was from Lil Dap, and in the song, he says, me and my fam take this rap-ish serious. That's what he says, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I like to quote that a lot because it's like, me and my fam really take this rap stuff serious, you know what I mean?
Right.
So there's interviews that we book where we don't have people show up. And this is, you know, for the Rock Show, which happens to be playing on about 6 or 7 different Roku channels and Amazon Fire channels. So you're missing an opportunity to pop up on a television station. You know what I mean? So we still have people that don't show up. So I do try to keep a focus on what's going on down here, but I still need the people to really,
y'all have to start.
Y'all got to come through. You know, if I put y'all on the air, I look at it like, you know, if you had an A&R contact you, or you contacted an A&R and he set up a meeting to listen to your music, you know, you would never miss that meeting.
You're not missing that.
You would never miss that. A UFO would literally have to come and snatch you up off the ground on the way to the meeting. You would never miss that meeting. You know what I mean?
Missing the Walmart interview.
Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, if you wouldn't miss that meeting with that A&R, that's how you have to treat these music situations that pop up. These interviews, you can't miss these interviews. Because like someone doing an interview, you guys came years ago. It's probably been 5 years or something. You guys have come on the air and did the first interview with us, let's just say 5 years ago. and we've done, I don't even know how many interviews between now and then. But anytime something happens with you, my ears are open to what's going on. I keep up with what's going on with LMG. You guys hire a new person, they say LMG, I say, okay, cool. I recognize they working with Tommy Hicks. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine if you guys missed that interview 5 years ago. That means I'm not looking out for you. That means I'm not playing your music. That's 5 years. That's 5 years of whatever I did, and that's just me. That doesn't count whatever anybody else or whatever anybody else's show. That's 5 years of a connection that you just dropped on the ground. And for me, I feel like if there's an artist that misses an interview with me, I don't play their music for 6 months to a year. I don't touch them for 6 months to a year. Because I feel like if you miss an interviews and it wasn't for like a good reason, like, yo, I'm sick, or like a really good reason, like, then I feel like maybe you're just not ready for that spotlight.
6 months to a year.
Maybe you need, you might need to sit in the oven for a little while. You might need to bake a little bit before you get ready.
Hey, DJ you ain't the only one out here that's saying you putting them on punishment.
I'm telling 6 months to a year. So please, just like I said, when you see me, or not even just me, you see media out here working to put attention to shine a spotlight on you, don't miss that spotlight because you stayed out too late the night before. Don't miss that spotlight, you know what I'm saying, because your stomach hurt. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that, because there's a lot of other things that these people that do media can be focusing their attention on other than you.
Last question, I guess, before we go to it.
There we go.
Should the artists be looking for the DJs and radio stations? Or should the radio stations and the DJs go looking for them?
I'm gonna tell you,
this has been a big thing on the internet right now.
This has been a big thing.
Let me get with you.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna tell you something God told me directly a long time ago. This is a long time ago, a long time before Radio Supa, before anything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of slow down on this music thing. I'm gonna just do this one last event, and I'm gonna just chill out. God said, no, you're not. He said, I put you in music because I wanted you to work in music. That's what he told me. He said, now your mission is to go talk to the DJs. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. And I can tell you like this, without even going into names, because I don't want to, but without even going into names, the individuals that I talked to based off of that set of instructions, I ended up doing a lot of work with for probably about 10 years.
Lord, did y'all hear that, man? Listen.
So find the DJs, track the DJs down. The DJs are, you can, I use the Walmart analogy. We go to Walmart and they got the person out there that's selling tamales. You know what I'm saying? And those tamales are good sometimes, but nonetheless, they're out there selling tamales. So you can be the person that's out selling tamales in Walmart, or you can put your tamales in the Walmart. And everybody's going to the Walmart to buy things, or you can go and try and hand out the tamales. But I'm thinking that you're probably going to sell more tamales if your tamales in the Walmart, because you don't have to be there for it to sell. You know what I'm saying? When you hand your song to the DJ, you don't have to be there to make sure it's played. You know what I'm saying? The DJ plays it, and the DJ has its own audience, and the DJ has its own radio outlets. And the DJ is going to play your music, so more people are going to hear your music if you put it in the hands of people that can move music.
Listen here, when y'all get on here later on and watch this interview,
y'all
gonna learn something, man. He just gave y'all some free game, man. We're gonna go to a commercial. When I come back, I'm gonna put TJ, Supa Hype, the Superman, in the hot seat.
All right.
He's going to the hot seat, y'all. Y'all know
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's see if he can handle the hot seat.
100% real hip-hop and R&B. Radio. Always hip-hop and R&B.
I'ma put that work in. Put it work. Baby, you know I put it work.
Like I do.
Mic check 1, 2 like magazine. I'm network, excuse me, or you. I'm good in these streets, G, what about you? You say you up, but I've never mentioned you. No awards, no pay for the shit that you do. Put some work in, I think they know the shoot. Watch these niggas hate on you. But once you up, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you. I see the envy in your ass, but I'm not you. I don't pay attention, got work to do. I'm trying to own some shit, I'm different than you. I'm in a whole nother league, I'm major than you. I ain't worried about your past, what you used to do. Oh, Corona 8 niggas can't get close to you. I'm trying to get money like I'm supposed to do. I'ma put that work in, put in work. Baby, you know I put in work. I'ma put that work in, put in work. Baby, you know I put in work.
Rock my piece for the bitch. Consistent paper plus things for the bitch. Skyscraper to Belize on the trip. Young Mac and cold breeze from the lips. If it's all about the paper, then I gotta put my beat in. Yeah, I hustle hard like LMG chicken. Raw hard, real nigga about the business. Yeah, put in work, it's official how we live in love. Hey, I said mama raised the real quantum, 10 toes to this shit. Nigga never sidelining. Get exposed to this shit like we FaceTiming. Get exposed, you a bitch, better stay silent. Big cold, play your bitch cause my steak rising. She a hoe, she a flip, she a real plotted. Record for a prayer cause my game polished. Off the dome cause it's real knowledge.
I'ma put that work in, put in work. Baby, you know I put in work. I'ma put that work in, put in work. Baby, you know I put in work.
Putting in work, we ain't talking about no second and third. LG in the first, you should've known that I've been in the work. Since ever since I represent for the tough. Papa work for this fucker, yeah, I put in the work. I used to play in the church to keep my niggas hurt. My niggas dying of thirst. We on alert, don't hurt no niggas. We on alert, don't hurt no niggas. Rip a blood on my cousin, on my kinfolk. Time to live what the fuck we really here for. Something to live for, something to kill for. The infrastructure we something to build for. It's time to heal folks and forgive folks. Finish the work where all the leaders ever skill for. And we can make it happen. You know that we the people. We all created equal. Fuck the evil. Gotta fit and work.
I'ma put that work in, put in work. Baby, you don't know I put in work, yeah.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
I don't ask for much, I just want time. Held back a summer, baby, now we outside. You be working long nights, we be on the rise. I won't ask no questions, I'll follow your guide. Baby, I just want time. Baby, I just want time. Baby, I just want time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time. Baby, I just want. Baby, I just want. 3 mornings, 2 drunk nights since I seen you. I seen the skellies that you. I ain't trying to be them. I know that you can make it pay on a monopia. I've been trying to make it bound. I ain't trying to tease you. Maybe I could be a. Maybe I could be a rice LA. If he hit me with the page, then I'm finna go. Pull up on him like a roadside agent. We from different south sides. That's how he know he's strong sides. I don't even need to smoke to get high. He flying, I'm fly, so that's why. Baby, I could be a sugar honey iced tea. You always running on that CPT. I need more than just some words to feel your energy. I've been wanting you to show me why you're into me. I don't ask for much, I just want time. Held back a summer, now we outside. You be working long nights, we be on the rise. I don't ask no questions, I follow your guide. I just want time. I just want time. Baby, I just want time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time. Baby, I just want. Baby, I just want. You know I'm a rock if you give me the road. I gotta keep moving if you moving slow. I don't do no begging, I'm 10 on my toes. I just want, baby, I just want seconds, minutes, dip it, hold up, dip it, hold away. You can't stay away for long, that's all I'm saying. I told you I would ride, you been all up inside my mind. You could come right inside, be mine. I know there's things for you to handle on your own, and no, I don't need more. You know I got my own. Baby, I just want time. You know, yes, you know it. You don't need permission, you own it. Just give me the green light. I give you this red light special. You know what it feel like. This don't need to be so stressful. Just pencil me in your schedule. It's a high level issue, let's settle. I'm just trying to settle with you. Baby, let's settle down, settle down. Just give me time. Just give me time.
Yeah. 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 I think I can walk around the town how I want to. Talk as if I got the crown how I want to. Get the rose and pop out how I want to. And shawty's been never tripping if I don't want you. I've been Devin Booker with the shots. I've been had the city on lock. I've been every single little thing that the city ever need. Yeah, they question why the kid is on top. I would never flap. Way too clean like a sweep with the kid, you don't even need a mop. I'm balling like the Suns in the bubble, Monty Williams in the huddle. If you found success, you found God. It's really kinda odd. You focus on the finer things in life, then the finer things in life come forth. You get what's yours. You focus on the negatives, I promise you'll get left up in the dark, unsure. And look at me now, last night got dead in a Rari. Ay, pulled off in a Rolls Royce. Ay, got home in the Escalade. Before the grave, I need a crown and there's no choice. I feel like Devin Amani. You know I do this. I feel it all in my soul. That's where the proof is. Yeah, I learned it all from my daddy. That boy was ruthless. Yeah, yeah. You got all that energy, keep it on your side, cause all that is useless. Walk around the town how I want to. Talk as if I got the crown how I want to. Get the rose and pop out how I want to. And shawty's been never tripping if I don't want you. Walk around the town how I want to. Talk as if I got the crown how I want to. Get the rose and pop out how I want to. And shawty's been never tripping if I don't want you. I've been telling y'all I'm the man. I've been telling y'all I got a plan. I've been telling y'all Devin Booker I ball, y'all ain't playing so you wouldn't understand. I've been telling y'all that I do this ruthless. Now I'm eating dinner at the Roost Chris. Yeah, that I was lying, I ain't never been truthless. You know I got the fall with me, never come truthless. You get what you give in the end. I'm a living legend, I'ma tell you how it is. I remember times when I couldn't do it big. Now tell me who'll do it bigger, I'ma call you on your way. And look at me now, last night got dead in a Rari. Ay, pulled off in a Rolls Royce. Ay, got home in the Escalade. Before the grave, I need a crown and there's no choice. I feel like Devin Amani. You know I do this. I feel it all in my soul. That's where the proof is. Yeah, I learned it all from my daddy. That boy was ruthless. Yeah, yeah. You got all that energy, keep it on your side, cause all that is useless. Walk around the town how I want to. Talk as if I got the crown how I want to. Get the rose and pop out how I want to. And shawty's been never tripping if I don't want you. Walk around the town how I want to. Talk as if I got the crown how I want to. Get the rose and pop out how I want to. And shawty's been never tripping if I don't want you.
This is LMG Radio, where real hip hop lives.
What up? This your boy, Mr. Bowtie. Make sure you come out and support LMG Radio. Yeah, the hottest radio station in Phoenix.
Productions.
What's up to a nigga who ain't got none? Hard till you ran to a world without one. Stand alone cause everybody chasing clout, You just tryna keep your name up in their mouth, You a soldier like them boys from the know you know it's shells. For any nigga that can't hold his composure. Seen too many niggas lacking, you can't let them expose you. Hills. For any nigga that think they can approach. It's for all my niggas in the holla with them Glocks out. Throw for in the wood, open the doors and let it rock out. Know that it's a pussy nigga, listen, tell them watch out. Look at Reese thicker than the snicker, tell her pop out. Match your wood, shorty, keep it moving cause the ops out. They say anything to have a story all the time now. Pocket watching niggas zooming on all you pop out. Keep that bitch extended, a nigga with that block out. My little bitch the baddest in the hood, but she ain't perfect. If I stuck around, it's cause I knew that you was worth it. Judge you off your actions, could care less about that word shit. Words get to slurring when my cup get dirty. Knew it was a heaven for a gangster when they took Bud G. But you can see how they forever throwing up big beats. Bitch, I'm a monster, I can't let a nigga one up me. Told her hit me with that cap and then she took one knee. I never thought the sun would shine shit, let alone on me. I put my heart in every bar, touch the soul these beat. This for a nigga out there feeling something just like me. Remember tables always turning on your own 2 feet. Cause what's love to a nigga who ain't got none? All hard till you ran to a world without one. Stand alone cause everybody chasing clout, You just tryna keep your name up in their mouth, You a soldier like them boys from the know you know it's shells. For any nigga that can't hold his composure. Seen too many niggas lacking, you can't let them expose you. Hills. For any nigga that think they can approach you. What's love to a nigga who ain't got none? All hard till you ran to a world without one. Stand alone cause everybody chasing clout, You just tryna keep your name up in their mouth, You a soldier like them boys from the know you know it's shells. For any nigga that can't hold his composure. Seen too many niggas lacking, you can't let them expose you. Hills. For any nigga that think they can approach you.
This is LMG Radio. Coast to coast and worldwide.
It's defiant, that's the soldiers. Ay. Guess it's safe to say, you ain't never who you tend to be. Mama was a hustler, I just took over the recipe. Baby, mama bad, but the bitches keep on texting me. Now I don't know what it is, but I guess they love my energy. Sipping on some Tennessee, I'm feeling like this tenement. Youngins wildin' out, but I really ain't got no enemies. They don't sippin' Hennessy, capable of anything. Only fair was failing B, I'm capable of anything. Tugging and finessing, turn problems into my blessings. Doubt and they rejection progress, and I kept the doubt as present, so they can observe what I'ma do. In the meantime, I'ma keep on guessing. Punchline, hit you like 3 times within that second, though. Flipping pies, I get 'em go. She a dime, but she a hoe. Yeah, she fine, but you never know. Stepping in my eyes, but she snatch my soul. Swear she want my glory, have my baby, bedtime stories, mask on. This shit getting gory on God. This just ain't my morning, and it ain't my 40 when yeah. You just can't ignore me like that. Just wasn't for me. Took my roadie, took my homie. I be damn, you fuck my shorty. Pop that bitch just like I'm Tory. I could probably drop the mic, but I'ma just keep on going, flowing. Yes, it's safe to say, you ain't never who you tend to be. Mama was a hustler, I just took over the recipe. Baby, mama bad, but the bitches keep on texting me. Now I don't know what it is, but I guess they love my energy. Sipping on some Tennessee, I'm feeling like this me. Youngins wildin' out, but I really ain't got no enemies. They don't sippin' Hennessy, capable of anything. Only fair was failing B, I'm capable of anything. Never been one for the fuck shit, and I ain't never held no punches. AZ nigga nearly came for nothing, but I put it on my mom out the mouth or something, cause I ain't been one for the fuck shit, and I ain't gon' hold my tongue. But a homie tripping when the homie wasn't, why that nigga got it, but his brother doesn't. Wore these shoes by myself, I watch cartoons by myself. Ain't asked no goons for no help, I kept that tool on my belt. I got my groove on them, got to move on them, Finally got me a city buzz, but was thinking in city love like a fake ass in the titty club. Gotta sit him down, so I set him up. Knock him down, he ain't getting up. Knock my bitch down, then I pick her up. Bitch is still mad, I ain't picking up. Need a bad bitch, y'all ain't thick enough. COVID flow, y'all ain't sick enough. Premium gas just to fill me up. Big body nigga call me Billy Truck. I'm on, I can feel it in my bones. No dick, Charlie got the Jones. Powder bag and a drip on my nose. DoorDash and I'm gone. Mash on the gas and I'm home. Real one, I brought my flame for him. She said it's yours and put my name on her. Now that's a real one. Guess it's safe to say you ain't never who you tend to be. Mama was a hustler, I just took over the recipe. Baby, mama bad, but the bitches keep on texting me. I don't know what it is, but I guess they love my energy. Sipping on some Tennessee, I'm feeling like it's tending me. Youngins wildin' out, but I really ain't got no enemies. Now I'm sipping Hennessy, capable of anything. Only fair was failing B, I'm capable of anything.
If anybody know this is a classic battle rap beat, it's one of my favorite battles of all time.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You
The Cool
recognize
J,
it now.
the Cool J, the LL Canada situation.
That was
was wild.
my favorite because Cannabis was cheated up to this day.
Yeah, he was.
He was cheated.
He definitely
that
was
machine
cheated.
beat him.
He definitely was.
Now you've been in the game for 12
years. Yeah.
Is that type of machine still here, or has hip hop evolved to the point where that machine is no longer needed?
I think hip hop has evolved to the point where, hip hop industry wise has evolved to the point where that machine still exists, but I don't think they really care about lyrics anymore in terms of the industry for hip hop. The hip hop fans, they're still looking for bars. The hip hop fans, I think if there's a battle that goes on, most of it is going on outside of what you consider industry. If there's a battle that's going on, it's usually going on, and the outside, the hardcore hip hop fans are probably the ones responding to it. Like the recent stuff with Royce and Mickey, you know what I'm saying? Or Royce and, which turned into Royce and Mickey. But Royce and Dinosaurs, the Dinosaurs cat, Lupe, Royce and Lupe, stuff like that. I think that stuff is more celebrated by even like the versus matches. I think this stuff is more celebrated by the fans, the people who love hip hop versus the industry. You know what I mean?
I say, yo, beautiful. Say she in this thing, loving this.
Yeah.
Appreciate that y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, salute DJ R. We see you.
You got
Black media.
You got the evolution of hip hop.
Yeah.
You got all these different waves, harmonic, music that they're doing.
Right.
As a hip hop artist, like I come from,
right.
Seeing the change.
Yeah.
The actual, bar for bar. And you had the bone, twist the kind of era.
Yeah.
And you had your Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Era. Then you had the Lil Dan shit.
Yeah.
And then now you got the Uzi verse.
Yeah.
All threes, all this different
melodic
tones. How do you see that change? Is it evolution?
Okay. I consider it. Okay, I don't know that I would just consider it evolution. You know what I'm saying? I would say hip hop as a culture has evolved because it's grown into something greater and different than it was. And I look at the word of evolution as evolving. I would hope that I would say it as evolving to be something greater than before.
That's what I would say.
You know what I mean? But it's difficult when I don't necessarily feel like, the love of the lyrics, or the love of the culture, or the love of the delivery and the creativity in the music. I can't necessarily say that's evolved. I can say in a lot of senses it's devolved. And I think you
that
know,
was pretty much my next question. Is
yeah,
our culture, black culture, like pretty much pushed out of hip hop now? It's not celebrated no more. I remember when BT, they put stuff out there so that you see black colleges. You know, they had black college tour runs and shit. Now you see the fake black suburb movies.
Right. So this is what I say in terms of that, and this ties to my earlier conversation where I spoke about black media, because I feel like it's black media's job to make sure that we deliver the significant parts of the culture, the parts of the culture that we understand is significant to us. Because if people who aren't in black media, or better, don't have a great understanding of what, you know, we as black people are looking for, like the things from this culture that feeds us, then they're going to deliver the news on the things that they see and how they feel about it, which may not be the things that feed us. We might hear music and that music may feed us. Maybe it talks about what's happening in our community. Maybe it talks about, maybe it helps us get through a difficult situation or something that we went through as a childhood that may have been a negative experience. When people outside of our culture hear that, they might hear curse words. They might hear, oh, well, this is a violent story. They might hear that,
they highlight
and present the news on that, because when they listen to it, that's what it says to them, because maybe they didn't go through the things that we went through in our culture that we had to fight through. But they may not have gone through the ups and downs that we've had to go through in terms of, you know, the issues that we may face being black in America. They may not see those things because they didn't walk through those things. So it's important for us to deliver those stories because we have a better understanding of the creations that we create versus somebody who doesn't have an understanding of the things that we create, but they happen to be in media.
I hope y'all listening, man. This might be
Yeah.
some game, man.
Yeah.
What we got up next for
TJ up next. Yeah. The next thing on the plate is really just continued expansion of what's happening in terms of the distribution for the show syndication. There's a certain number I'm looking at getting at, and I think we're really close to it. But that's what's up next for us. Outside of that, just like I said, December 11th, we have an event. I want everybody out there that's plugged in. If we haven't bumped into each other, if we haven't seen each other for a while, I want you guys to come out. Grassroots Bookstore, 1145 East Washington. I'm having a magazine signing event. We're also going to be shooting the Rock the Mic show live during the event. So I want everybody out there. Come out there, say what's up. We'll probably have some merch on the table and stuff. If you guys want to snatch something up or whatever, the event is free. So just come out and say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Come out and pop up. It'll be a good chance for us to meet if we haven't met or talk or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's on the table. And then my other event is the Super Lyrical Project that's happening on December 21st. It's going to be live on the radio. 15, 20 MCs are going to be in the building doing the cypher to close out the year, to close out our 12th anniversary on Radio Super, man. So that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up. That's what's coming up.
Where can they find?
They can find me across the board. TJ Supa, just like that. TJ Supa, Radio Super, you can find me. Rock the Mic Show, you can find me across the board just like that. I usually respond to social media as long as you guys don't say something stupid. You know what I'm saying? If you ask a question, I respond to it.
So I do show them every show.
Every show. What we got? What we got?
You're in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Right out in the hot seat right now.
Okay.
And you'll know why we call it the hot seat. You know why we call it.
All right,
Based
right.
the hot seat questions off for you as a person.
Okay.
Religion.
Okay.
Your first thoughts on it.
Religion, first thoughts on it.
Right now.
God. I love God. I have a great relationship with God. And regardless of what religious format you happen to fall into, just make sure you have a relationship with God. Even if you don't have religion, have God.
Niggas versus black people.
Niggas versus black people. Okay. you know, I feel like there's thing, you know, when Jamal starts out in life, he don't start out in the same place as Jimmy. You know what I mean? And I feel like Jamal needs to work a little harder to make sure he can achieve things in life versus, you know, versus Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? So I guess to that I say, you know, black people versus niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on moving forward. Let's focus on leaving something for our kids. Let's focus on building something for our community. Let's focus on being in a better place 5 years from now than we are now. Let's focus on that, black people.
Yeah, you made it to the first round.
Okay. Right. It was tough, you know.
Second round is names.
Okay, names.
Say what come to mind when I say these names. If you don't know them, you don't know.
Okay.
Now, this is what people sweat at.
Okay.
Throw a few names out.
Yeah, throw some names out there.
You tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Let's see where we go first. Let's see where we gonna go today. No, we're gonna start with a big one first.
Okay. I would say like this. You know, I think Justice has done some things to create some stuff here. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what's happening with RTU. You know what I mean? There's different ways that people can look at what he's created, or not necessarily what he's created, but the way he handles what he's created. There's different ways that people can look at him. Some people are going to look at these things negatively. You know what I'm saying? Some people are going to look at these things positively. I've looked at these things from both angles over the course of some time. But at the same point, what I do give him is a salute in terms of the idea that he stepped out and said, hey, there's this thing I like. I'm going to work to make it grow from my point of view. Now, let me get back to black media. In terms of black media needs to make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do to make sure that we grow and expand the things that we create inside of our culture. We can't look at an individual, whatever individual, and say, I don't like what they're doing, but then not do anything to move our culture or ourselves or our creation forward. If we're going to look at this and say, I don't like how this is running, we should be doing things to take action to create the future that we want to live in.
Well, listen here.
Yeah.
Man, he's going.
Yeah.
He's going right now.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
on fire today.
Yeah.
No problems, no
Yeah.
stutters.
Yeah.
Okay. G4.
Big salute to G4. G4 is my dude. I don't have anything negative to say about him. That's my dude. You know, he's been DJing for a long time. He's been doing what he's doing. You know, I got salutes for him, man. Big salute, G4. Okay.
Yeah, this dude is good. This dude.
Yeah.
This dude is good.
Okay.
All right. Now we're gonna move on to the third round.
Okay.
We'll give you one last name before we go there.
Okay.
Let's see if you know. Let's see if I get a response.
Okay.
Two-Tone the Superstar.
Two-Tone the Superstar. Yo, big salute out to Two-Tone the Superstar. He's been doing what he's been doing for a long time. In terms of Two-Tone, sometimes I feel like he goes a little wild and goes a little outside of the lines. But I think that his presence is good if he can continue to use his presence to create something good and not just to create a sound or just to create noise. And I'm not saying that he just creates noise. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that Two-Tone can continue to be something more and more significant depending on which way he directs his career. I'll use for an example, if anybody knows Wendy Williams, she's on TV at this point. A long time ago, Wendy Williams is on the radio, and she kind of really worked just in like negative gossip. You know what I mean? And that's what she was known for. And over the course of her career, she made directions and redirected her career And now she's on TV. You know what I'm saying? And now when we look at her not as Oprah, but you know, in the category of you watch her and you look at her, and she's developed from somebody who just focuses on negative gossip to someone who has really blossomed into a career, into a television show, to really do something significant in media. I feel like Two-Tone has the ability to become something like that, depending on which path he decides to take. Yeah. Big salute. Yeah. Yeah.
Name a few names. I'm quite sure you either heard of them or you probably don't know none.
Right.
High class promotions.
I don't know very much about high class promotions. I don't feel like I'd know enough to say anything either way on them. I do see their name pop up in social media, but not well enough for me to make a distinction on them. Yeah.
Let's go.
Freeze. Bro, you know, big salute to Freeze, man. Big salute to Freeze. Freeze is like, we were talking about black media. For everybody who doesn't know, I kind of look at Freeze as one of the beginnings of black media for what happens in this region, you know, this region here in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I say, like, a long time ago when I started Radio Supa, I said this in an interview recently, there might have been one or two other radio stations floating at that time. You know what I mean? And the one that I can remember was Freeze. You know what I mean? He was doing something in terms of radio, you know, before we started Radio Supa. And we started Radio Supa and we did what we did. You know what I'm saying? But I always put a salute to Freeze because there's a lot of things that I feel like Freeze did. I feel like Freeze laid a foundation for a lot of what happened here in terms of music. It was a lot of people that got deals that came from his studio that he would record them. He's probably had the longest running black-owned recording studio in the history of this state, if I'm not incorrect. His building has been there for, I want to say, about 12 years now. And I don't know.
Yeah, it was there before I got
here.
Yeah.
It was definitely. So I have to give him a big salute. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the individuals you definitely probably need to do some research on for the people out there that don't know. But salute to Freeze, man. Big salute to Freeze. A lot of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? We talk, man. We're in conversations right now. But big salute to Freeze, man.
Top 5 groups in Arizona.
Top 5 groups in AZ. This is interesting. The first one that comes to mind is Writers Guild, LMG. Does that count? Does that count? Is that 5 right there?
Yeah,
that's 5? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Big salute. I probably forgot some groups, but that's the top 5 right there. That's it. Yeah.
Hey, salute to my dude coming through. Making it through the high seat.
Word.
No problem.
Word.
It's not over.
It's not over.
Not over yet.
Yeah.
Not over. 2 minutes came in.
Okay.
They asked you for lap dance. Do you take it?
Wait. 2 minutes came in and asked for
lap dance.
A lap dance.
They wanted to give you a lap dance. Do you take the lap dance?
I'm probably at this point right now, I'm probably not gonna take the lap dance because there's a full-size human that can probably give me a lap dance instead of the 2 midgets.
Listen,
yeah.
Most people come in and
yeah.
say, hell yeah, I'm taking it.
Yeah. Last one.
Probably gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Has anybody hooted on your show while you was interviewing them and you smelled it?
You know what? I have not smelled a poop once on the show ever.
That's good.
Ever. That's a beautiful thing. I feel bad because I feel like it's gonna happen soon. Now that we brought it up, I feel like it's gonna pop up. Yeah. Right. Yeah. About 5 times. Right.
I'm not gonna tell you. It was 5 different people.
5 different people. They were relaxed. That's what it was.
Super.
It's the environment.
The
hot seat did it. It warmed up their stomach and boom, just like that.
DJ Kane said it happened to him on stage.
Okay. Ooh, on stage. Okay.
He was DJing at a concert.
Yeah.
And it fucked the whole little stage.
Right.
But you know, glad you can come here and have fun.
Yes.
I see you support black media.
Big salute. Big salute. Please keep doing what y'all doing, Black Media. I see y'all out there. I see DJ I see Tone. You know I see LMG. You know what I'm saying? I see LMG just like that. You know what I'm saying? I see Black Media out there working. Please keep doing what y'all doing.
And listen, salute to you because you gave me some of my first memorable times out here on the radio station.
Yeah.
Hopefully we got some more of them days coming next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
Most memorable moment of this year.
Most memorable moment of this year for me. Woo. Let me see. Because we've had a lot of things happen this year. A lot of things have happened this year, which have been great. Let me see here. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna say the cover of OTH magazine. That was a beautiful situation. Yeah, salute to OTH magazine. I'm gonna say that at a loss for whatever else is happening. I'm gonna say OTH magazine cover. Worst moment. This year was a crazy year. I had 2 deaths in the family this year, and they'll probably somewhere between those 2 deaths. I lost a father. My father passed away in March, and 6 months to the day later, my sister passed away. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, sir. But yeah, that's probably the hectic part of this year. It's been a crazy year. Outside of the beautiful things that happened, it's been a crazy year. Yeah.
Drop you a contact.
Yeah.
Come to that show again.
Word.
And we're going to play some music. Get up out of here.
Y'all know what's up. TJ Supa across the board. Radio Supa across the board. I got to salute my team out there. Lisa Arenas, y'all see her, talk to her nice. Kim Drawn, talk to her nice. Lena Marie, you see her, talk to her nice. You know what I'm saying? DJ DN3, Professor X, any of them. Y'all know what's up. Talk to them nice. Big salute out to my team. Again, follow me, TJ Supa. Follow Radio Supa and follow Rock the Mic Show. Y'all know how to get at me.
Hey, man, y'all know. Y'all stay tuned, man. Don't play some music. Y'all know how to do it. Me and TJ, we out of here.
House. Free all right. I'm here. Hey. They say we on the way.
Matrix on the grind.
Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put your shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put your shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong.
Flying with the 40, my cougar stay by my side. We ending this situation, no witness to testify. He claiming that he ain't know me, but shooting up at the sky. I'm walking down with the dick like I'm Gretzky sliding on I ain't flexing all out with pose. I said he like you and he make hell yeah, these niggas on me. And still I sit undefeated, like Mike, I sit undefeated. Portray one of the best, but bitches give me my check. Take a dick to the neck, they keep talking about putting pressure on me. I'm Kobe from the 3, check the scoreboard. And I ain't out here stressing, homie, heard that you be flaking, Tony. Hey, arm head, brain dead, and we ain't out here faking. Keep talking about putting pressure on me. I'm Kobe from the 3, check the scoreboard. And I ain't out here stressing, homie, heard that you be flaking, Tony. Hey, arm head, brain dead, no, we ain't out here faking, homie.
Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put your shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put some shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. I'm seeing it, your energy, I ain't feeling it. Look them in the face, got him shook, he ain't saying it. They talking loud, I don't hear him, man, he full of shit. I ain't worried about it, got it on me, we like 2 clips. He rapping hard, but he ain't fucking with my new shit. I need mine, why he playing like I'm new to this? Everybody rapping, hella gas, they ain't did this. In the street, but ain't nobody did no street shit. Kinda funny, I just sit back and peep shit. Niggas ain't solid, he telling off on the whole clique. Loose lip, the truth is, say shit. Niggas running off in the blood thinking he get rich. These niggas, they mad, I know you envy this. Nigga hella soft, emotional over dumb shit. Then these rappers, they wonder why they irrelevant. I'm the epitome of a god motherfucker in this rap shit. Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put your shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong.
Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put some shoes on. Hell yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Hell yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. I tell my adversaries blast on sight, but if they miss, I'm putting bullets in their ass tonight. You know my stilo, hustling ass nigga from the D. I know you heard all the gangsta shit they say about me. I'm a pretty push weed selling lean line measurer, nasal candy peddler. Name a nigga better, bro. Even with the trial for trying to take out a competitor. Not guilty, bitch. The jury said they tried to set me up. Eat a dick, fuck a snitch. They treating rap like a sport. Give it a buck. Most these rapper niggas dorks, but of course I up the torch, knock you in your kitchen from your porch. They get picked up by a bad bitch in a Porsche. I am him, nigga. Not to be mistaken with that one of them niggas. We gon' work it out like a gym nigga, homie. Shout out LMG, cause them is the homies. 6'7", but the stick 4'3", 11 footer. Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put your shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, you know me when a nigga had them blues on. So when I'm done, little bitch, put some shoes on. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong. Yeah, these niggas on me, I can't move wrong.
Low life on the mix.
This nigga said I'm a op. Nigga, how I'm a op? You just seen me, bro. You niggas is weird. Whatever, though. Hey, shit. If it's something that's stuck, nigga, fuck it. Whatever. Let's get it done. It's a motherfucking movie, nigga. How am I op? But when you see me, you ain't say shit. Dr. Miami finna get his boy a facelift. Fucking on your BMC. Say I got this great dick. Big ass Drake can flick him up cause I take pics, bitch. I don't smoke tree, but I need green. He talking shit, I pluck him off like a string bean. Bernie got sauce. They call him Mr. Ping Bing. Your social and your ID, that's big money dream team. Hey. Bitch, if you ain't fucking, then it's nothing, ayy. And if you ain't sucking, no discussion. Shit, a broke bitch, no, I ain't cuffing. I'm on top around this bitch, Barack Obama. I'm the POTUS, I'm popping. Turn nigga flyer than a rocket. Slide through, twist around the block like a bop it. Thinking you the shit, bitch, you ain't the only option. I'm that nigga around this bitch. You know I'm the trending topic. Is you stupid? Bitch, I go dummy, I'm so foolish. Nigga steady telling, call him rats, they so ruthless. Bum ass nigga talking pressure, what he doing? I'ma hit him in his mouth, leave a lame nigga toothless. How am I op, but when you see me, you ain't say shit. Dr. Miami finna get his boy a facelift. Fucking on your BM, she say I got this great dick. Big ass Drake can flick him up cause I take pics. How am I op, but when you see me, you ain't say shit. Dr. Miami finna get his boy a facelift. Fucking on your BM, she say I got this great dick. Big ass Drake can flick him up cause I take pics, nigga. Handing out face like I'm Boosie. Hit him with a long ass punch like I'm Luffy. Said he making knees buckle Elvis Presley. Cradle to the grave, put him down, I'm so Jet Li. DMX barking, sending shots to his belly. I'm a Sarge, no cadet, pussy nigga, you Kelly. Sending 30 shots, little sister hot and ready, pop quick with this Glock if a nigga wanna test me. How am I op, but when you see me, you ain't say shit. Dr. Miami finna get his boy a facelift. Fucking on your BM, she say I got this great dick. Big ass Drake can flick him up cause I take pics. How am I op, but when you see me, you ain't say shit. Dr. Miami finna get his boy a facelift. Fucking on your BM, she say I got this great dick. Big ass Drake can flick him up cause I take pics, nigga.
Good morning, everyone. We're following several news alerts here at 4:30. Several shootings from around the valley under investigation at this hour.
That's right. One of them happening at a biker event near Chase Field. 2 people shot, one of them killed. Anita Roman joining us live now with all the details. Anita?
Phoenix police confirming moments ago that one of the gunshot victims died at the hospital. Take a look at the scene. Very extensive scene out here. A number of detectives from the police department here trying to piece together exactly what happened. We do have a second victim as well, shot in the leg. That person expected to be okay. Shots rang out just around 12:30 in the morning.
I done fucked so many bitches, now they baby daddies talking about his gunfire. Got shot by my cousin, I never knew that nigga would've hit me with gunfire. They murdered my daddy, he shot through the jacket and hit my nigga with that gunfire. They shot Rune Goon in the leg, it got amputated, nigga blame it on gunfire. Gunfire, 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 yeah. It's gunfire, 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 it's gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. Yeah, they murdered my daddy. He shot through the jacket and hit my nigga with that gunfire. That nigga hit my little bro 4 times at the store with that gunfire. Really laid him down, tried to take him out, but he made it through that gunfire. Call my nigga Little East Side, lacking niggas hit him with that gunfire. Call my nigga K Smooth, lacking at a function, hit him with that gunfire. I'm sick of all of my niggas dying from gunfire. Only a few of my niggas made it through gunfire. Yeah, niggas trying to kill a nigga with gunfire. I hope I don't have to send nobody no gunfire. Shit is mainly for driving a nigga right. They been thinking about it lately. All of my niggas dying, seeing their mamas crying. I'm sick of their mamas crying. They got a nigga just thinking that maybe soon to be time. Oh yeah, bitch, when I'm going off this liquor, steady busting down these switches. I'm missing my niggas, steady swiping through these pictures. I'm stressing on how much I miss you. It's all in my head. Gotta stay solid, I gotta stay loyal, I gotta stay focused for real. A nigga might make it, a nigga might blow, a nigga just might get a deal. Yeah, I don't fuck so many bitches, now they baby daddies talking about his gunfire. Got shot by my cousin, I never knew that nigga would've hit me with gunfire. They murdered my daddy, he shot through the jacket and hit my nigga with that gunfire. They shot with the goon in the leg, it got amputated, nigga blame it on gunfire. Gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. Yeah, it's gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. It's gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. Yeah, they murdered my daddy. He shot through the jacket and hit my nigga with that gunfire. Gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. Yeah, it's gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. It's gunfire, gunfire, gunfire. Yeah, they murdered my daddy. He shot through the jacket and hit my nigga with that gunfire.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe you should, yeah. Maybe you should get yourself some money. Maybe you should get yourself some money. Oh, maybe you should get yourself some money. Maybe you should get yourself some money. Oh,
I can't let my guard down, my back against the wall. 200 shots, 300 shots, I done seen gangsters fall. Me and my dog still breathing like we a butter low. Money, baby, it's soft, we gon' take it low.
oh, my nigga, give me a reason. Got me feel like killing season. I had to chop them down for treason. Don't need that fake love, you can keep it. With my niggas, there's no treason. I'm only with my day one. Yeah.
With my day one trying to make some. Me and Monster rolling late night trying to take some. And all that pain they caused really made me want to hate some. And PTSD got me feeling I can't trust nothing. Just want to leave my kids a bag. We used to bag up the dope. And after sports in the hood, we ain't had no hope. When trap passed, feeling like TBF lost hope. A real one to the game, he forever to go. Still put it on the lines with my day ones. And we ain't faking nothing, little daddy, we'll still spray some. And gotta move smart, slip too low, just know that case coming. And if you get caught, keep your mouth closed, don't say nothing.
Guard down, my back against the wall. 200 shots, 300 shots, I done seen gangsters fall. Me and my dog still breathing like we a butter low. Money, baby, it's soft, we gon' take it low.
Oh, my nigga, give me a reason. Got me feel like killing season. I had to chop them down for treason. Don't need that fake love, you can keep it. With my niggas, there's no treason. I'm only with my day one.
Still on the block, gotta shake a dust. Roaming with the Glock, dirty soul hunter. I keep that tray pound on my side, I call it desert, baby. I've been a monster in the desert since the late 80s. Was groomed by the fiends, raised with crack babies. Taught to keep my mouth closed without a soda payment. I'm the reincarnation of that British baby. Lost soul, raging war without a soda payment.
I can't let my guard down, my back against the wall. 200 shots, 300 shots, I done seen gangsters fall. Me and my dog still breathing like we a butter low. Money, baby, it's soft, we gon' take it low.
Oh, my nigga, give me a reason. Got me feel like killing season. I had to chop them down for treason. Don't need that fake love, you can keep it. With my niggas, there's no treason. I'm only with my day one. Yeah. Don't need that fake love, you can keep it. Till my niggas tell my secrets. I'm only with my day one. I'm only with my day ones. Yeah.
Talk shit, fuck nigga, TV up the squad, niggas really bout that business.
I told you niggas.
take dirty, make it worse something. And I can take dirty, make it work. I can take dirty, make it worse something. And I can take dirty, make it work. I can take dirty, make it worse something. And I can take dirty, make it work. I can take dirty, make it worse something. And I can take dirty, make it work. I can take dirty, make it worse something. Put a skirt on a pig and make her twerk something. Yeah, getting money is my occupation. Since they won't give a nigga like me no reparations. Ayy, 40 acres in a damn mule. If they gave that to me, that would be really cool. Probably sell all the property or put a hotel on it, call it Monopoly. Yeah, and I can take dirt to a beach and sell water to a well-dirt tree. Big girls need love too, and I can make dirt taste just like tofu. I even took dirt to Benny Hannes. A lot of dirt up in my pocket, rubber bands on it. Ayy, take that, call me Puff Daddy. Even bought a new caddy with the dirty money. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work.
I can sell dirt to the street, little nigga, you ain't knowing I'm a beast. When it come to money, I can do anything that I want, bitch. I can sell slick to the 6. I don't play around, nigga turn 5 to a 10. 10 to a 20, do that shit over again. Nigga flip like acrobatic, this shit is apparatus. Talk about it, money, my nigga make it sporadic. I'm a young fella, when I'm belling, I ain't tellin'. If you niggas talk about it, then you smell it. Nigga, I'm the shit. Yeah, ask your bitch. Nigga, I done had that bitch out on the strip for shit. Bringing it back to the lack while I'm smoking the sack. You niggas don't know how to react, I can clutch to the smack. Give me all you got, nigga, cause you know what it is. I'm trying to get it, my nigga, turn the dirt to a bitch.
I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something. And I can take dirt and make it work. I can take dirt and make it worth something.